Every habit is a vote. A vote for the man you want to become, or a vote for the man you want to escape. Because most people don't realize this. But every day we're casting votes. The moment we scroll before bed, the moment we skip the gym, the moment we waste our time with bullshit. And then people wonder why they feel stuck. And I know this because I've lived both sides. Just 1 year ago, I was unfocused, undisciplined, broke, lazy, and I was just breaking promises with myself every single day. My routine was chaos, and so was my life. But that finally changed when I decided to cut out all the bullshit and build the right habits. And that's why I know this works, because I had to rebuild myself from the ground up. And in this video, I will not tell you what to do and what not to do. You need to decide for yourself. And the main goal in this video for me is to make you more conscious about the decisions you will make. I want you to be aware of the version of yourself you are actually choosing each day. The one you want to become, that ultimate version, of that version you're trying to escape. But in this video, I will show you the habits that will help you to build that ultimate version of yourself. But before I show you the habits, there's one very important thing we need to go through first. And that's the anti-routine. 99% of people think they need to keep adding stuff. But the thing is, guys, when you keep adding stuff, even if those things on its own are very good for you, if you keep adding stuff, those good things will become bad over time because the routine will become the goal itself. And that's why I put this image of Aston Hall, because I know this is a meme, guys, but there is some truth behind this. A lot of guys will get caught up in their routine, adding new things that will improve their routine by 1%. But what they don't understand is they don't look at the whole picture. They don't understand that even if some things on its own are good, if you add too much, it will weaken each other. So, for example, in this routine, the man wakes up at 4 a.m. and he does cold plunges, he reads a book, he journals, he goes to the gym, he meditates, he rubs a banana to his face, he does all these crazy things. But in the end, he's awake for 4 or 5 hours and he hasn't done shit. You get what I'm saying, guys? That's the whole point of the anti-routine. We need to get rid of all the bullshit first. The good things and the bad things. Because, for example, journaling is good, but when you journal for 40 minutes and then you read a book for 20 minutes and you rub a banana to your face for 5 minutes and you meditate for 50 minutes, you waste like 1 or 2 hours at the most efficient time of your day, the moment you wake up, because then you're not distracted yet. That's the most valuable time of your day. You can get the most work done then, and you waste with a bullshit routine. So in the beginning, we will start with the anti-routine. We will cut everything out. So we're only left with ourselves and our goal. Because this way, we are already at 80% efficiency when it's just us and our goal. And when we achieve this point, then we will start adding good things to our routine. Every time we will add one thing and we will see if it will improve our routine. And how we know if it will improve our routine is simple. The main goal of the routine is to get closer to our goal. So if it helps us to put in more work during the day, to put in better work during the day, then it's worth it. Now we have established the anti-routine. We have cut out all the bullshit. So now we go to the good habits, guys. And I just picked 3 habits that I'm doing. This is my morning routine. There are lots of other things you can do, but I'm doing these 3 things, so I'll tell you about these. And these are, in my opinion, one of the best. One is journaling, because what I do, I wake up in the morning. The first thing I'll do is I go outside in the sun, in the warmth, fresh air, and that's how I wake up. I get my journal, and in about 2, 3, 4 minutes, I will start writing. And the good thing about journaling is it's a good way to express and release your thoughts on paper. And it gives you clarity and just a good start of the day. And what I write, I always start with just expressing my thoughts and my feelings so I can get it out and I get it on paper. And when it's on paper, I've lost it. It's not in my head anymore. Then I just write things I need to improve. So, for example, I reflect on the past day. I said I was too distracted by scrolling on Instagram, so I need to be aware of that. So I need to scroll less on Instagram, or I ate some bad food, so I need to focus on eating good food, etc. That's what I do. And I always end my page with showing gratitude. Because showing gratitude will raise your frequency. You will be in a better mood because you realize you already have so much. So you feel thankful, you get in a good mood, and it's a super good way to start your day. Furthermore, I block all distractions every morning. And what that means is I just don't go on my phone. I don't listen to music. I don't go on my phone. I don't watch TV. Just me, my routine, and my goals. That's what I do. I immediately start working as soon as possible after I've done these things, and I would just crank out a lot of work. So I just go almost straight into deep work for most of the time, 1 to 4 hours, sometimes with some little breaks in between where I just go outside, walk for 5 minutes, and go straight back into work. That's what I do. That's how I retain my focus and I get so much done because I haven't been distracted yet and all my energy goes into my work. So that's my morning routine that's very efficient and minimalistic. Furthermore, what I do, I train every single day because not only will training make you physically stronger, it also builds discipline. And a strong body is a strong mind. That's why training is so important, guys. And you will get a strong body and you feel more confident and it builds that discipline. That's one of the most underrated things of training every day. And I know some fitness nerds will say, yeah, but you need to rest sometimes. Like, I'm not saying you crank out 1,000 push-ups each day. You can just train different things. For example, train your legs, train your chest, train your shoulders, train your arms, and maybe one day do some cardio. Go for a run, go for a long walk, do some burpees, do some HIIT cardio. You can train every single day, but just change what you're training each day. Otherwise, you will overtrain, of course. But guys, just as some habits will build you, other habits will destroy you. So we're gonna talk about bad habits. And the thing with bad habits, guys, they always sneak in slowly. They will quietly destroy you. And they will compound over time. And that's the dangerous thing with these bad habits. Because we're not perfect. We're not robots. These things will slip in. Because you start your day good. But as the day goes on, slowly those bad habits will come in. You start scrolling away on Instagram, you don't pay attention, you scroll maybe hours a day, or you watch too many series, you spend too much time on YouTube thinking you learn shit, but basically you are just wasting your time. And these things will just sneak in slowly. They always start small, guys. They always start with one exception, but this one exception will destroy your routine. Trust me, guys. Been there. For example, skipping the gym once. You think skipping the gym once is okay, but the problem with skipping the gym once is it's never once. If you skip the gym once, you will skip it twice and again and again and again. Because all these bad habits, they work on a subconscious level. And what I mean by that is not going to the gym doesn't mean you just skip the gym because you were busy. No. What skipping the gym means is you're saying your body is not important. So everything you do besides training, you're basically saying it's more important than your body. And guys, the most precious thing we possess is our body. It's the most precious thing because you have only one. You will never get a new one and it will slowly decrease. So you need to take good care of it. And if you skip the gym, you're basically saying my body's not important enough. I'd rather watch a movie. I'd rather go out with that girl. I'd rather do whatever. Okay? That's why it's so dangerous to do these things once, because most people don't understand what they're telling their subconscious. So it always starts with once, and then slowly it becomes more and more. And the most destructive bad habit you can do is breaking small promises. This is the most destructive habit of all. This has killed more dreams than you can ever imagine. Because always start small again. You said you will wake up at 6 a.m. every single day. And what do? The third day you snooze that alarm. You snooze that alarm. And therefore you kill your momentum. You're basically saying you don't trust yourself. You can't count on yourself. You lose respect for yourself. And everything goes down from that point. You snooze once and then you snooze every time. Or same with the gym. If you say you will train every day and you're not training every day, you lie to yourself. And Also, on a subconscious level, you don't trust yourself anymore. You don't respect yourself anymore. That's why it's so destructive. If you say something, it becomes the truth. That's how you need to live your life. Just don't talk bullshit. Don't say things you know you can do. Just don't do it. I did the same, guys. I said I will read a book every single day, or I will wake up early, and then I didn't do it one day. And I just lied to myself. I lost respect for myself. And those things will worsen over time. And at a certain point, you just don't wake up anymore. I mean, you wake up, but you don't wake up early anymore. And at a certain point, you just don't do anything anymore because you don't trust yourself. That's the dangerous part of breaking small promises. So, from this point, guys, never say something you know or you're not sure you won't do. I'm not saying that I wake up early every morning because I just know if I say that I need to do it and it will ruin me. That's why I don't say it. So, guys, never break small promises to yourself, even if they're very small. If you say, I will be there at 1 o'clock and you're 50 minutes too late, you lie to yourself. Even those small things are destroying your self respect and your honesty to yourself. So never break small promises. I really can't stress it enough. And the last bad habit is a famous one. It's instant gratification. Maybe you start your day right because I'm a victim to this, guys. I know I'm telling you a lot of shit, and maybe you think I'm perfect because I know everything, but I don't know everything, and I'm also not a robot. I'm also not perfect, and I also fall for this instant gratification thing because sometimes I'm also scrolling away, doing bullshit. I can't stay focused, so it's okay, guys. But the most important part is start your day right. The first 3 to 4 hours, don't scroll, don't get on your phone, don't do anything that gives you the dopamine. The only dopamine you can get is from maybe from working out or working on the things you need to do. That's the only dopamine you get. And as the day follows, it's okay to sometimes chill, scroll a bit for a couple of minutes, maybe watch a YouTube video. And these bad habits, they don't only waste time, they also make you weaker. So that's why they are so destructive. This was me on a holiday in Greece, and I partied every day. I drank alcohol. I woke up late, spent time with girls and stuff. I know these bad habits aren't good, and but just remember, you need to have periods in your life where you're very focused, and not a single distraction can get to you. And you need to have periods of loosening up a little bit. This was me on holiday. Then I have just 1 week of loosening up, enjoying my life, and after that, back to focus. Okay, so plan those periods. Sometimes, maybe every month, go party for one day. Just get rid of that FOMO because every time after you party, you're thinking, it was fun, but it wasn't that great. At least that's what I experienced most of the time. But good, we started with our anti-routine. Then we added some good habits, and now we are very aware of these bad habits that are trying to sneak up on us. So we want to keep those out. So guys, as I said in the beginning of this video, every day we're casting votes. Votes for distraction or for focus. Votes for strength or votes for weakness. Votes for becoming that ultimate version of ourselves or that version we want to escape. And be aware of the bad habits that trying to sneak up on you. Be aware of that because it's never one skipped workout. Okay? It's never snoozing that alarm one time. It starts with once, it starts with an excuse, and then it will compound over time and it will ruin your productivity and it will destroy your goals. Okay, guys? So start stripping away everything first. The bullshit, the good things, just you and your goal. Or start adding small improvements in our routine until it gets a solid, bulletproof routine. We stay aware of the dangers of the bad habits that are trying to sneak up on us, and that's how we will achieve our dreams. Okay, guys? So try to make the right choices each day and choose which man you want to become. That ultimate version or that weak version. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Ciao.